Hey guys, so I wanted to do kind of a vlog style video here. Um, I had some questions from somebody on one of my um, videos, so I wanted to address that, just like how I got started and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm fiddling with the earbud. It doesn't want to stay in my ear. So I wanted to just sit down with you guys and discuss a few things about like how I got started, why I chose gaming, um, that kind of thing. So when I was a child, my parents really didn't allow video games. They thought it was a waste of time, waste of money. They didn't want my sisters and I fighting over who's going to play and all that. I think that was mainly just an excuse because they thought it was a waste of time and money. Um, anyway, so when I finally was able to move out, I honestly thought that video games were for children and that it wasn't a big deal if I didn't play. So I mean, when I was growing up, I did more like sewing and creativity on that end. Just like the older fashion stuff. Like I said, sorry, it's messing with my ears. Um, so I just never really played them. So how did I get in them? How did I get into video games? When I got with my husband, um, I started watching him play video games. I enjoyed watching them. I enjoyed watching, like I said, watching him play. He was playing like Final Fantasy, and um, he played one game on the Xbox. That was I don't remember the exact game that he was playing on Xbox, but he also had like his PS3 at home, so I watched him play that quite a bit. Then in around, I needed something to do when when I was pregnant with my youngest, our youngest, sorry, um, and found out about YouTube in 2011. Yeah, I know I'm way beyond and far behind the ball. I know YouTube came out way before 2011. And I needed something to do while I was having health issues, even then. Um, and so I got onto YouTube, just started like wondering what it'd be like to be a YouTuber. Wasn't sure how to go about it. Went ahead and, you know, dealt with, life. Um, when my husband picked up in 2012 Diablo 3, I remember watching people play Diablo 2 on the computer, and I was like, okay, maybe I can actually try the Diablo 3, and because the storyline looks pretty cool. It's actually how I found out that I absolutely loved the storyline quests and stuff, and that's why I play the storyline based games. Um, and I went down the rabbit hole, did research on how to be a YouTuber. I have OCD tendencies majorly, so I went ahead and had to like plan everything out, and usually when I plan things out, things don't usually happen. But at this point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put myself out there. We moved in to a bigger place, which is where I did my first videos. I was very unsure of myself because I'm like all about perfection. and camera shy and whatnot. But then I went ahead and was like, okay, yeah, I want to make an impact on people's lives. How am I going to do that? And I'm hoping I'm doing that. I've been on YouTube for, I think, close to 4 years. Still, I think I finally found my niche, maybe. Maybe found my niche with gaming. I've thought about, you know, I did some DIYs, I did some cooking stuff when I first started, and it just didn't get much traction because there's so many out there. I know there's a lot of gaming channels out there, but I was hoping, being a gaming YouTuber would, help out. Being a female gamer, that was even better because, you see when I'm scrolling through TikTok, YouTube, just on the lives, I see a lot of the fact that gaming is a guy-based, uh, thing. So, yeah, I was like, oh, cool. I see a few of these girl gamers out there. And I'm like, we need to start a club. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and start YouTube after taking that major break and just, being a girl gamer. The fact that right now it's at 153 subscribers, my channel, I'm extremely grateful to you guys because it honestly couldn't happen without you guys. So yeah, I have to give credit to you guys. I have to give credit to Dwarfman Gaming for encouraging me to be a gamer, because it really wasn't my first niche as I was growing up. And as I got older, I was more focused on being a mom, more focused on being, a wife, taking it, basically a nurse, all those little job titles that come with being a wife and mother. But I went ahead and found, after finding Diablo 3, I found Horizon Zero Dawn, and it'd been like a couple years since Horizon came out that I found it. And then I find out, like, maybe 6 months after I complete Horizon Zero Dawn, that Forbidden West was coming out. And so I pre-ordered it. And my roommate, who was one of my best friends, he went ahead and helped me pre-order that. Helped me to get things, where they're at. So, yeah. He was like, Dwarf was just like, hey, you need to just start making content if that's what you really want to do. Quit overthinking it, because I overanalyze. And then we got a camera for me during COVID, and, the streaming channel was born. Well, at least my channel was born. We've gone through many different names so far. I've got one more possible name change that I'm thinking of that might really grab some traction, because I know you guys are having a hard time with finding me because my last name is very unique and hard to spell. So I thought I'd find something a little bit easier. And that's one thing I'm working on. My daughter is helping me with some concept art. Excuse me. Some concept art. And I mean, she is so talented. She's so talented with her art. But I'm giving her as much time as she needs to help with that. So, I mean, that's... A rebrand is possibly in the works. I'm going to take my glasses off for a little bit because there is, like, a major glare. And the lighting is not that great in my bedroom. Trying to organize and, take care of things. I'm also considering a vlogging channel just so I can have conversations like this with you guys instead of, like, confusing the algorithm a little bit. I mean, who knows? And I can have conversations with you guys like this more. Let's see. So yeah, that's how I got into YouTube. Man, I can't see without him though. So just bear with me. So right now the most rewarding thing I'd have to say is it's been helping me connect with people. Gaming has. Being on YouTube has. I mean, you guys hear my friends in the background. Some of them I've never actually met in person. And, I mean, that's okay for now. Because they're clear across the country. Or in another country. I may actually end up meeting them. Who knows? But at the time that I was trying to figure out things, I got my depression really bad, because I ended up, having some serious health issues, and I felt like, it was the end of the world for me. My content was flying though, but I got like halfway to the mark of, the subscriber count was okay for what little videos I've done. And my mental health journey was finally taking off, but I decided I wanted to self-sabotage. And I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but just keep trucking no matter what. Oh, I can't with this. I can't. Anyway, yeah, I was self-sabotaging, and when I say I was self-sabotaging, when I was finally making headway with my YouTube channel for the first time after I started gaming, it was bad, but I had my family and friends to support me, and now, like I said, we have 153 subscribers on the channel, and I couldn't be I'm finally building a community, and I honestly would have to say I couldn't do this without friends, family, and you guys as supporters. Ugh, I just can't with this thing. I can't. I need to go ahead and get something different for earbuds. I'm thinking about getting ones that like curl over if I'm going to do more of these. I try and stream every Saturday at least, and every Wednesday. I'm wanting to add more time, more days, more times available. I thought about doing a late night stream yesterday. I know I mentioned, Friday night, because I don't know if this is going up today or tomorrow. I do know that I'm going to go ahead and post this. I was very unsure about posting this video. I thought about just ignoring the questions about what the most rewarding and fulfilling aspects of being a part of YouTube community is, building my own audience over time, stuff like that. But I guess I decided to just address it. Like I said, I'm thinking about starting a vlog channel. as well, so I can have more sit downs with you and not confuse the algorithm. Um, but yeah, anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to my gaming videos, especially. That way you guys can see when I go live. If you want to hit the notification bell, and that way you can actually find it and stuff. Because it'll pop up with the notification bell, hopefully. And that would help me like a lot, like a lot. And I will see you guys in the next stream, which is tonight. So yeah, I guess I will post it tonight. Which will be Saturday. And the Megazord event is going on. So on Fortnite, and I will be on Fortnite tonight with that. But I wanted to remind you guys, since I am getting ready to do Fortnite tonight, that I will not be playing with subscribers until I hit 500 subscribers. Only because I'm still getting used to, the being part of, the gaming community. It's just like starting out, getting comfortable, being on stream. Plus, my hand-eye coordination kind of sucks, as you guys have seen on Fortnite. I'm just there to have fun, and get quests done and whatnot. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next stream, which is tonight. And like I said, thank you guys for so far 153 subscribers, and I will start playing with you guys on Fortnite when we hit 500 subscribers. So have a good day, YouTube, and I will see you tonight.